Plaintiff Tiffany Smith met the defendant through her ex, and they decided to become roommates. Tiffany claims after they moved in together, the defendant started throwing parties 7 days a week, which led them to being fined by the Homeowners Association. Tiffany suing her roommate for the fines and the balance due on a loan. Defendant Donciano Calentano says after he moved in with Tiffany, he saw her true colors. Donciano claims Tiffany not only moved his property around without his consent, but he also suspects that she stole from him. Donciano says Tiffany is suing him prematurely.
Start with you.
Well, I met Donciano through my ex-boyfriend, and I noticed in December he was looking for a roommate as well, trying to move, and I was too, so I contacted him, and he seemed like a really diligent, responsible, ducks in a row kind of person, and we moved in together, and after we moved in, just complete...
Moved in when? December of...
We moved in actually at the end of January, like right at the beginning of
16?
February. Yes. After moving in, things changed instantly. He throws parties, like not just on Friday and Saturday, but Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, etc.
How long after moving in together did he start that?
People were... It was slow and gradual. At first, people were coming over, just a lot of people, and I didn't really say anything, and it started getting out of hand. Almost immediately, as soon as we were done unpacking, basically.
And you all stayed together until when?
We still live together.
Plaintiff Tiffany Smith is suing her roommate, who claims Tiffany not only moved his property around without his consent, but he also suspects that she stole from him.
Let me hear from you. You give me some background.
First of all, Your Honor, she is right. I did not know her very well as far as moving in together. She is an ex of one of my best friends, one of my close friends for about 5-6 years. And I ended up moving in with her. And little did we know, as soon as I moved in with her, our true colors just came out, Your Honor. She moved my things around. My only piece of furniture went missing. My bike went missing, just all kinds of things.
She moved your things around.
I'll move my things out of the cabinet.
But you only had one and it was missing.
I only had one chair.
So what things did she move around? You said she moved my things around.
She moved my food out of the cabinets. She moved things off her
food out
tables.
of the mutual cabinet.
Yeah, out of mutual cabinets, Your Honor. Where
did she move your canned food to, or what?
She just moved out. She moved it out and she put it on the counter.
Moved it out to where?
Just on the counter, yeah. And then she replaced it with like a jar of coffee.
Okay.
Like
you all ate
separately,
separately, obviously. You owned your own food.
Well, we have our own food, our own cabinet
stored
space.
in the same. Okay.
No, we have our own cabinet space. Yes. So I don't know why my things
What would she say?
She said that she wanted to make room for our newer roommate to move her things, and I told her, I said like, that should be contested between me and the other roommate. Like I was here first. My name's Annalise.
Okay. What other arguments did you all have?
I mean, my bike went missing. She tried to say that, you know, that's your responsibility. Oh,
what do you think she had to do with it?
Because we had an argument the night before, Your Honor, and then the next morning, my bike was just missing.
So you think she stole it?
I approached her about it. I don't know. I think so. I think she gave it to one of her
friends. When you asked her, what did she say?
She's like, she was like really shocked. Like, I don't know. What bike are you talking about?
Were you all there overnight?
Yes, we were, Your Honor.
Okay, so you think perhaps while you all were both there, she snuck down in the middle of the night and did something with your bike?
Well, it was in the morning. It was in the morning. It was in the morning when it happens. Yeah.
How do you know?
Because we got in an argument the night before, and the next morning she was outside, like, gardening or something. So, and I woke up and I looked out the window.
And you saw your bike then?
Yeah, my bike was there when she was there.
When she was gardening, it was there?
Yeah, I went back to bed, and she was doing her gardening thing, whatever, and I was like, okay. When I woke up and went downstairs to just get breakfast or whatever, I casually just looked out the window and my bike wasn't there. So
was she still there?
She was still there. She was in her room. And then when she came downstairs, I approached her. I'm like, hey, did you see my bike? Did you put it outside? Because
she said it was your responsibility.
She said it was my responsibility.
Did you accuse her as you are today?
I didn't accuse her, no.
You're just doing that today because she's suing you?
No, I just asked her.
Is that when you got mad about your canned food being moved?
No, this
about
is
your
before.
Bike being stolen, about your couch missing? When did he first mention these things to you?
Your Honor, the bike, I remember one morning I came down early, took care of my dog, took her outside, and I noticed that the gate was wide open. And I didn't think twice about his bike because, like,
All right, so you didn't see the bike when you
I
woke
didn't
up
see
to
it,
go
though.
gardening.
Right.
All right, good enough. And when he approached you about it, what
No,
did you tell him?
I told him that I noticed the gate was open and somebody probably came in, opened the gate, and took his bike. We live in
All right,
Savannah.
and then what did he say? He let it go?
Yeah, he let it go then,
All right,
but then
good
we
enough.
got
What
into
about the
an
couch? Did you steal or sell that?
No, I did not steal it. I put it back in the dumpster where it came from. It was in the dumpster outside our house before. Then it came in. It was dirty. It was filthy. I threw it back out.
Without his permission?
Yes.
Without a discussion?
I did discuss it with him. I asked him to, and he refused. And then I started seeing roaches.
So he refused.
So I threw it out.
No, you can't throw his things out. But he's not suing for
Right.
that. So he didn't mind. I guess he knew roaches needed to go also. Tell me about the loan you're suing him for.
When we moved into the place, he could not afford to pay his portion of the deposit, so I told him that I would pay the entire deposit under the condition that he would pay me back $400 a month for 4 months, in total $1,600. At the first month in February, he paid me $100, and I asked him about the rest of the money. He gave me the runaround, and he's looking for a new job. Excuse. I didn't really pressure him. At the end of March, he gave me another $300, and I have not seen another dime since. Not towards utilities, not towards deposit, not towards anything.
All right.
Instead,
and the last time you mentioned it to him, what did he say?
I spoke through him a lot through text because we weren't really speaking.
And what did he say?
Last time was May 16th. He says, I told you about my job situation and income. I barely made rent, and you think I have $400 to give you every month. I'm broke. I start my new job tomorrow. Why are you so impatient? I'm broke. So
he
good
didn't
luck,
deny
honey.
owing you.
No.
Plaintiff Tiffany Smith is suing her roommate, who claims Tiffany not only moved his property around without his consent, but he also suspects that she stole from him.
And what was the homeowners association fine?
Well, that has a lot to do with what's been going on inside the house. He's not been the respectful person that I thought he was. He's throwing all the parties. I have the neighbors banging on the door.
What type of fines did you all incur for throwing the parties?
I've been fined for loud noise, music, suspicious people loitering, cigarette butts, parking wherever they please.
Can I take a look at it?
The neighbor stole that bike.
For real?
I believe so. Sir, did you owe her money for the deposit and fail to pay?
Your Honor, I do owe her the money. I never told her that I was not going to pay her any money. What we talked about at first, before we signed the lease, that I could pay the money throughout the year. That's what she told me.
What has that throughout the year
I told her I would
equal?
pay her increments of $100 a month. So as far as up to now, it's been $100 per month. So I gave her 1 month $100.
Was that an agreement?
No, Your Honor, it was not. And
All
he
right.
hasn't
You have
even paid
anything?
that.
She has text messages. Do you
Yes,
have any
I
text
have-
messages reflective of $100 a month?
Yes, give me one
Where
second.
when she was asking for her money, you said, remember, $100 a month. Let's see it.
Your Honor, it's not there.
All right, we'll see. It was your decision to pay for the deposit. You offered it, not me. You talked me into moving in here, and you would take care of the first month's rent and the deposit. And everything is documented, so I'll be just fine if you end up in court with your silly A. I'm not as dumb as you think. You can kick someone out for not having the deposit when it's already paid if you want to. I want to see something where it says $100 a month, or you're allowed to pay monthly.
Well, when
We know you owe. You've admitted to that. Your only
Yeah.
defense is she hasn't
Okay,
given
let's
you
see
the
here.
time you all agreed to.
That's fine. Let's see here.
If you don't have it, I'm going to grant her judgment.
Well, we only have these text messages because we got in an argument and we weren't talking for months.
You told me you had text that said $100 a month.
Oh, for the $100?
Yes.
I do not have text messages
Judgment
about
for the
that.
plaintiff. He agrees he owes, so I'll grant you judgment. Have a good day.
I'm gonna begin the eviction process and move on with my life.
And first of all, Tiffany, we never agreed to $400 a month. You just sprang that on me out of nowhere. We agreed that I can pay as much as possible in increments of $100 per month until it's paid off.
$100 per month.
And
you
it
would
has
not
been.
Pay me
It's been paid $400.
$1,600
You're
in a
crazy.
Year. There's only
You're
12
crazy.
months in a year.
You're crazy, Tiffany.
It's
And you can
simple
start the
math.
eviction process, but you're not the owner, so you can't evict me.